One of the most frequent requests I get is the number of guidance notes that have been created over a period of time. So we're going to show you how to run that report today. You'll start out by going to the main student page and then click anywhere on that page and then hit Control A. This is going to select all of the documents. Once you select that, go to the top and go to Actions, Utilities, and Export Data. First thing you'll need to do is select a new file path. This is where you're going to save your export. I usually just save mine to the desktop. I will give it a unique name, so we will call this one Guidance Notes. Export, then hit Save. We're not going to be able to get that information from the student document, so we're actually going to have to load all forms here. Once the forms have loaded, now you can select this drop down and you want to go to Guidance Note. You can scroll up to the G's, or you can hit G on your keyboard and that will get you a little closer. We're going to find the Guidance Note form. There it is. We'll select it, and then you will need to click somewhere in the gray here to load all of these fields. You'll see there's lots of options. Depending on what you want to export, you can select one or multiple fields here. For the purposes of just getting a number of guidance notes entered and by what staff member and when, you really only need one field here, and that is the created field. So I'm going to select that and move that over here to the fields to export. Once I'm ready, then I will hit Run. Once your export is done running, you'll get this notification here. You can hit OK. You can also save this for future reference. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Save. And we'll call this Guidance Export. And hit OK. And then the next time you go to run this report, you can hit Open. And then find the Guidance Export. So when you open that, then all of this is already populated for you. And then you can just hit Run. You don't have to go through the other steps. So that's for the next time that you want to run it. So I'll exit out of this. And now we'll go and get the file. Okay, so I have the file open. And now I can manipulate it to fit what I need here. So you'll see that all of this information is bunched up. And once you're working in Excel, then we can manipulate it however we want. So I'm going to select column A, and I'm going to go to Data and Text to Columns. What I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the information that's in this cell by using some parameters. For this first switch, I'm going to use fixed width. So what it's going to do is it's going to break up the pieces of information in this cell like this, and I can hit Finish. And there you'll see I've now got the date, time, PM by, and then the staff member all in separate columns. I don't need these columns. And I'm feeling pretty good about my dates here. I still have the staff name is connected with this IMHS. If I don't want that, then I can select column B with the staff name. Again, go to Text to Columns. And instead of fixed width, I'm going to use the delimited. And I will then select Other. And I will use the slash as the delimiter. And that will separate that out. Hit Finish. And then I can just delete that. I'm going to give this a title because if I want to make a chart or a graph, I will need column headers. So now I have when this item was created and the staff that created that guidance note. If I'm just dealing with this school year, I am going to want to filter my results. So I'll go from oldest to newest, newest to oldest. Give me a little shorter scroll here. I will scroll down to the start of the school year, which I believe was the 13th of July. And then I'll get rid of anything before that. Okay, now I'm back at the top, and so this gives you, this is the information piece, but in terms of getting something a little more visually appealing and a little easier to read, we're going to want to make a chart, or you can make a table. I usually like charts, so we'll go to Insert in Excel and go to Pivot Chart. We're going to use the existing worksheet and hit OK. So the created, that's our value, and that's going to give us the number of guidance notes that have been created. And the staff is staff that created. Once I have the chart created, I can then sort it to make it a little bit easier to read. So I can right-click on the number, the count of created, and hit sort, and sort by largest to smallest. And here I have a little bit easier to read graph. I can make it bigger. I can hide these. Give myself a little more room to play with. And then to top it off, you can add labels up here by right-clicking on the bar graph and going to Add Data Labels. That's going to give you the actual numbers that you need. So there you can see these are the total number of guidance notes that have been created by coaches and staff for this year for one of the schools. If you have any questions or need any additional assistance, please don't hesitate to email or call me, and I will be happy to help out. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.